Happening right now, family, friends, and fellow police officers are paying their respects to Ryan Bourque, the Jamestown police officer who was killed in a wrong-way crash on Route 95 earlier this week. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live outside the wake in Officer Bourque's hometown of Coventry.
Police officers from all over the state and, of course, from Jamestown came to offer their condolences to the family and friends of the young patrolman. Officer Ryan Bourque's Police Academy class led the march as hundreds of law enforcement officers and firefighters came to pay their respects to the 24-year-old officer, killed Monday in a crash with a wrong-way driver on the one-year anniversary of his time as a patrolman with the Jamestown Police. Officer Bourque was on his way home to Coventry from his night shift in Jamestown.
He's starting out his career, and for no reason, going home, doing the right thing, his life is taken away from him in an instant.
State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell says he got the call early Monday morning.
One of the troopers who responded to the scene was his close friend.
He says it's hard enough to respond to a crash where two people have died. Harder when it's a fellow officer.
A double fatal is awful. A fatal with a police officer is different because it's someone that does what we do for a living, and they put their life on the line all the time. And this is a gentleman off duty on the way home, and then it's as tragic as it gets.
Bourque was a Coventry native and graduated from Bishop Hendricken High School. Father Marcel Taillon was the chaplain at the time and attended Bourque's graduation from the Police Academy exactly 1 year before his death.
Someone that was genuine, kind, gentle, and I'm sure he brought that into his police work as well.
Officer Bourque will be laid to rest tomorrow. Live in Coventry with the Mobile Newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Kim. Right now, family, friends, and fellow law enforcement officers from across the region are remembering a young Jamestown police officer. Ryan Bourque was tragically killed earlier this week in a head-on crash. New at 6, we're learning more about police culture and why so many travel from so far to say goodbye to fellow officers. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live in Coventry, where Bourque's wake is being held right now.
The young patrolman was a graduate of Bishop Hendricken High School. He served 1 year as a police officer before his death. Fellow officers came from all over to honor him. Marching in unison, hundreds of law enforcement officers filing in to pay their respects to Officer Ryan Bourque.
We're here to respect the family today, and our condolences and sympathies go to that family.
24-year-old Bourque was on his way home to Coventry from his night shift as a patrolman for the Jamestown Police Monday when he was hit and killed by a wrong-way driver. The driver also died.
A double fatal is awful. A fatal with a police officer is different because it's someone that does what we do for a living, and they put their life on the line all the time. And this is a gentleman off duty on the way home, and then it's as tragic as it gets.
Bourque's death came 1 year to the day after his graduation from the police academy. Those classmates led the march into his wake. State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell says it's part of police culture to be there to mourn a fellow officer.
It's a network of human beings that do what they do for a living, no matter what uniform you wear, what hat you wear. We stick together, and that's the way we should.
Officer Bourque will be laid to rest tomorrow. Live in Coventry with the Mobile Newsroom, Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.